And just like that, WrestleMania is over. Yeah, it was okay. We're just gonna, okay. Day 1 was about 8 times better than day 2. The best match of all WrestleMania did come from day 2, which was the Drew McIntyre and Sheamus and Gunther match. That was so good. Michael Cole was having a great time, I could tell. But, you know, the 2 Bloodline matches were pretty good. Just, I have one problem. When are you going to drop this title from Roman Reigns? He has had this title. They're just trying to go for 1,000 days. They're just trying to break Hogan's record. I think they already did. They're trying to go for 1,000 days. That's all they're trying to do. And they're leaving people mad. I feel like Vince totally just made this decision like 3 hours before the match. He was like, you know what? Let's go for 1,000. Let's go for 1,000. One match for Raw before we get sold today. They're getting sold the day after WrestleMania. Like, I think they're getting sold today to, like, UFC or something. Which I don't get. I hope it doesn't. I feel like this company is it's on its downfall. This could be the very last true WrestleMania. I feel like a lot of people are going to leave that don't. I mean, Logan Paul's going to leave because he hates Dana White. I don't know how that's going to work. Or Jake Paul hates Dana White. I don't know. A lot of people are going to leave because they don't like Dana White's, like, way of... I don't think they use a union or something. I don't know. But it was good. Day 1 was really good. But, okay, I have a couple problems. One, in Edge's entrance, he came out as, like, the Brood Edge, which I think is horrible. I don't know why they're talking about the god-awful tag team that... Why would you ever bring that back up? Because no one liked it. I have to say, no one liked it. Everybody knew of it. So they were like, oh, look, he's the Brood. They thought he'd come out with Christian and what's his guy's name? Like, Vile or something weird. He had like a weird name. I don't know. But yeah, it was, no. Why would you ever do that? And then, of course, Shane McMahon freaking died. I don't know if that was scripted or not. It could have been, and that was great writing, but it wasn't. And then I feel like it was because Snoop is smart. He's a very intelligent person, I believe, but I really feel like he wouldn't just like you can't just haul off and punch someone. I feel like he didn't punch him. It was very fake looking. And I guess Miz had to kind of sell it. He couldn't just no-sell, because then it'd be like really uncomfortable for everybody else. But I really do feel like that Shane McMahon, like, if you watch it, if you replay it, it looked bad. He totally tore. He like sprained his ankle. People were clowning him. It was so funny. They were like, yeah, it was horrible. Shane McMahon died. Finn Balor, like, broke his face. They have to show this. People want to see the blood now. I hate to say it. I don't like seeing anybody hurt, but you know what? It's wrestling. You fight. When you fight, you get bloody. Edge, what do you expect? Edge threw a ladder at his face. And when he starts bleeding, you act like it's like the rapture is starting and you don't know what to do. It's so funny because if you watch crowd like videos, you see like this lady running and she like runs and she like asks for a towel and she catches it and she sprints in the ring and she throws at him. And I'm like, he's bleeding out of his face. It probably broke something in his face. It probably come back in like the Undertaker, like white Phantom of the Opera mask, like the weird one. I don't know. The matches were pretty good. the reason I'm saying that day 1 was better than day 2 is just because I had more good matches. And I feel like day 2 there was good matches, but they weren't good. Like the Brock Lesnar and Omos match. First of all, they should have done that first. They should have done like one of the women's matches first, because yeah, the women's matches are important, but no one's really going for that. But people like Brock Lesnar. People like Omos. And people like, what's her name? Becky Lynch or whatever, who was in it. I don't even know. That's kind of how, because I mean, I'm a wrestling fan, and I think Asuka. I like Asuka and Natalia. And they were in a couple matches. But yeah, the Omos and Brock Lesnar match sounded really good, and it was not bad. But they shouldn't have done it first, because they could have made it longer. They should have made it no DQ. I don't know if it was or not, because then like Lesnar would be like throwing. I mean, actually, I don't know. I feel like Omos could like throw him across the ring into Michael Cole's face or something. I don't know. And then who came? Oh yeah, shit. Okay. They should not have had a host. That was horrible. That was a horrible idea. The Miz, I like. The Miz is one of my favorite wrestlers right now. Or like modern wrestler talkers. Not really a wrestler. I don't like him. I don't like his character, but I think he's really funny. Like when he cuts promos and stuff. So I like that he's hosting, but I don't feel like they need a host. To be honest, like it's WrestleMania. It isn't the Oscars. But yeah, it was. Was it bad? No, there's been worse. But it wasn't good. I mean, actually, it was okay. The last match was good, but it was very frustrating. I mean, this poor ref got slightly tapped by Cody Rhodes' leg, and he is out for like 10 minutes or something, and that gives the Usos time to come out and super kick Cody Rhodes twice to the face, chin, and then Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens come. What I think they're doing, I think they're setting up for a triple threat match with the Usos and Roman versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes. Kevin Owens, I mean. But yeah, so I didn't know any predictions on it because I didn't really know what the card was till like the day of, because I was at a friend's house. Also, the Hall of Fame was pretty good. I don't know, people were hating on it, but I really feel like that there was like 2 good people, which was actually 3. Tim White, because he's a legend. Andy Kaufman, because he's a legend. He deserves it. And Rey Mysterio, I feel like that if you are wrestling, you should not have a Hall of Fame. Because that's something that people get when they're done, and they're like, yeah, he's been doing it for a long time. But so has John Cena. And so has AJ Styles. Like, those people have been doing it AJ Styles has been doing it just as long as Rey Mysterio. And he isn't as popular, but I mean, he is a legend in most people. I really like AJ Styles. But yeah, I think AJ Styles started in like early 2000s, like with Rey Mysterio. Whatever. And then Dominic Mysterio walks out in that, which is kind of funny. But that match was horrible. I was so excited for that match. It was horrible. I hated it. It was a bad match. Vince, whoever wrote that match, probably Vince, he was like, oh my god, father-son rivalry, this has never been done before. Never been done before. That's all he's caring about. He wants to break boundaries with never been done before. Oh, look at this. Brock Lesnar could throw Omos. Yes, he feats his strength by Brock Lesnar. And, yeah. So, Vince, leave the company. Let Hunter do his work. Yeah,